everybody, hello and welcome back to Vane, an extremely ambitious zombie survival game that is relatively new that we've been taking a look at on the channel for the past few weeks. It is 10:30 in the morning. We slept in a little bit. Ooh, look at that mist. And we are officially in day 3 of the zombie apocalypse. Now, we're playing as Wayne Love, an ex-firefighter who woke up... Oh, I left the candles on last night. Should have blown those out. Let's go ahead and extinguish those. We're playing as Wayne Love, an ex-firefighter who woke up one day to this. And so now we are finding ourselves in the apocalypse. And I left the front... did I do that? Wait a minute. Let's get the axe out. I don't trust that at all. I am... Oh, I didn't even lock these doors, dude. I tweaked. I didn't do anything to save myself last night. Thank goodness nobody came in. Walkers or bandits or anything like that. Look at that. Look at the mist rolling in. I love that so much. We're going to talk about the RV here in a second. But yeah, we're in the zombie apocalypse, and this game is extremely ambitious, and I've been having a great time with it. I know I said we were going to make this a little series, a little mini-series at the very least, so that's what we're going to do. But I do have some points that I want to touch up on that we'll discuss here in a little bit. But for right now, I want to soak in all this ambiance. Look at that. Very picturesque. That might be my thumbnail for this video. Who would have thought we got that picture in the first go? So let's talk about the RV a little bit. So we found this one in the last episode. If you haven't watched that one, be sure to check that out so you're up to date with everything going on. But we found this beauty with the key in the ignition and just enough juice under the hood to work for us. So if we take a look at all of these stats over here, obviously there are a lot of components that go into getting a vehicle up and running. Now, a lot of the cars that we've come across in vehicles, they've got a little bit of juice left in every single component. But it's not going to last very long. And so if we want an actual vehicle that we can rely on, ooh, I just noticed this is 0%. Might have to look into that. If we're going to find a vehicle that we can rely on, we're going to have to make sure we mix and match parts. And so I was just really stoked that we found this RV. We'll take a pop inside real quick. Because if I were to find myself in the zombie apocalypse, this is the kind of vehicle that I would want to come across 100%. You can keep your trucks. You can keep your... your sedans, your SUVs. I would want an RV that has plenty of storage space, a kitchen that we ideally can still cook our food and stuff in, or at least store some of the canned food that we find on the road. And then obviously a little toilet would be nice too. But yeah, I thought this was a really good find in the last episode as we were kind of just wandering around. Let's go ahead and get the axe out just in case. But yeah, I don't know how much we're going to take it for a spin. I kind of want to let it rest here for a little bit, maybe outfit it a little bit more before we start using it a ton, because my worst nightmare will be to take it, down across the map. It breaks down and we have nothing to fix it up. If we're going to fix it up, I want it to be here where we can keep an eye on it. That's close to our base. I put that in quotes. We're going to go for a little bit of a walk, though, in this nice, misty, foggy weather. And, oh, yeah, I don't know if you guys see that through the trees over there, but there's that giant cross. We passed a very large and very spooky-looking cemetery yesterday. When we pulled up on this house, and I kind of want to go check it out. I know it's probably the worst place to be on a foggy day in the zombie apocalypse, but we're going to get our trusty axe out. We're going to be brave. We're going to start this episode off with a little bit of a spooky intro. Are you guys dead? Oh, you're not. I don't ever trust the zombies that are laying down. I think I ran these guys over yesterday, though, yeah, with the RV. Okay, did you guys have anything on you? I probably need to get some... I'm dehydrated. Let me grab a drink real quick, but... I want to talk to you guys for just a quick second about what life is going to look like for Wayne Love. And I'll do that here in just a second. But first of all, we need to get some liquids inside of us. Where is is it under food? I think it is. Water bottle, drink. 17 ounces, almost 18 ounces of water. We'll see where that puts us after we drink another one. That one's halfway full about. Okay, we're good. I'm assuming, oh, we got a runner. All right, come here, buddy. Let's time this up perfectly and swing. Right to the dome, right to the noggin. Rest in peace, bozo. Rotten bread slice t-shirt. Nah, I don't want any of that. So life for Wayne Love, the ex-firefighter in the zombie apocalypse, is going to look a little bit different than I maybe envisioned it to start with. So after kind of reading through some of the comments and just kind of thinking about, how my first 2 videos went in terms of like gameplay, I don't know if this is going to be the series where, like Myst, where we like find a home base and really hunker down and like fully flesh out an area of survival, because I just don't know that there is that much in the game yet. This is extremely early access, and although it's ambitious, there are still some things and some elements. Also, this is terrifying, by the way. If you guys can't tell, my constant looking back and forth left or right. I don't know that there's enough in this game really to make a series like that. I kind of envision this being more of like a mini series where we do like maybe 5 or 6 videos. And honestly, just walk around, just do what somebody in the apocalypse might do in their first week of the apocalypse, which is literally just loot, scavenge, explore. Really is kind of the core of what I want to do in this game, because there's a big map, there's a lot of space to explore, but like I said, I just don't think there's some elements where we could turn this into a big series. And honestly, there's some other games that I want to start survival series on, like zombie games. So, you know, I want to give those a fair shake too and get those started. But, you know, for what this game is, I think that that'll be good to just explore and kind of see what is around this map. You know, see what other weapons we can find, if we can find any. But I don't think there's much in terms of... Can we go in here? Hold on. Don't tell me we can desecrate these grave sites. Examine. Ooh. Ooh, that's so cool. Leon Martinez, 1886, 1921. This is an old graveyard. I actually really love that. I don't know why I'm surprised. I had a feeling that might be the case. They've got Peggy Henry. Is it backwards? Is it Henry Peggy? Eric Denny's. Nope. Her name was Peggy. 1788. My goodness. I mean, you could probably just ask ChatGPT to populate a gigantic list of names and dates, but still, I think that's really cool. It's a cool attention to detail. But yeah, we can find people's debit cards and withdraw their money from the ATM, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Can we go in here, though? Looks like there's an invisible wall of some sort, so no. That is fine. Yeah, basically, to make a long story short, I think that's what we're going to focus on in this series, is just kind of explore, see what the basic components are of the game, you know, and just, ooh, we're getting dirty walking around. Ooh, there we go. There's one right there. You know what? Let's mess with the pistol. We didn't really use it much. Little 2-shot, weapon handling to 2. We are, we're grinding slowly but surely. That's the other thing. Saranac Haven Cemetery. That's the other thing with the leveling system. I want to see whose name is on that big cross. I want to see it. That'd be really crazy. Is if somehow this game, like, knew, like, your Steam account name. I don't know how this would work. And then when you go up and look at it, it's your name. That would terrify me. But let's see who it is. Oh, maybe that's just like a placeholder for the cemetery. That's like the logo, the branding for the cemetery. No name on that one. No one was worth that giant cross. Crystal Singh. But anyway, the weapon or the leveling up is kind of crazy in this game too. There's some things that we would really drastically need high levels on, like lockpicking, to let us get into some of the bigger crates that we're just not able to. And I don't see us being able to do that anytime soon, just because it takes a long time to level up. But, you know, there are some certain buffs that you can get to start off with if you haven't watched the first 2 episodes, or really, I guess, just the first episode. But yeah, let's pop into this house real quick. Let's take this guy out. We might as well take out all threats around us just to be safe. Ooh, I hear another one. Ooh, okay. I heard one. Oh, we got a crawler over here in the woods. We got time to loot this guy real quick. No. Ooh, debit card. There we go. I don't know why, but you got a debit card? Madeline Lowe. Nope, you don't. I don't know why, but if you've watched the last 2 episodes, you know that I've been wanting to collect as much money as I can. Literally no reason whatsoever. I just want to. And I love using the ATM. It's such a cool thing to be able to do in the apocalypse. We got a vacuum here. We got a shop vac, lawnmower. Ooh, we got some tools here that might be useful. That's the other thing too, like with crafting and whatnot. I should probably shut the door. With crafting, I don't really know like how that works. I think somebody said to hit B. Oh, there we go. So this is crafting for like a house and whatnot. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This reminds me a lot of like Myst, not to compare it to that constantly, but it's the biggest series that we've done on the channel so far. But it reminds me of that in the sense that it's very like rudimentary and very basic, which there's nothing wrong with that. It looks like it's even more intuitive than Myst was. I don't know, with something like with these games, I kind of like finding already pre-existing buildings and then making a house out of it. You know, like in Myst, we used the Firewatch Tower as our base, and then we kind of just brought in things, crafted things to make it feel like a home. I kind of would envision myself doing that with just about every survival game that we play. There's very few survival games where like manually crafting your home from scratch is like satisfying. But I mean, it looks like you can make a lot. You can make a junk pile if you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You can make a basketball hoop. That's really cool. Let's see what else. So these are like, Utility cabinet. Be sure to build this in a well-guarded location if anyone get. Okay. So they're kind of treating this like Rust. And what's that other game that just came out? Dead something? I'm blanking on it right now. But it's basically very similar to Rust. What else can we do in here? Furniture. So you can make lights, mattress. I can't scroll anymore, but shooting target. It looks like a pull-up bar. Stations. Okay, advanced work. So I just wonder what kind of things you can craft. Maybe we need to go find one. What do we need to make a standard workbench? We need nails, wood scrap. Okay, well, we know how to get that in a hammer, which I don't know if we have that. I think we might. Should we just mess with that? I don't know. No, we'll do that. We'll do that at the end of this episode. I promise we'll look into that. I want to just explore a little bit first. Was there a hammer in here I could grab, though? It's so overwhelming sometimes because there's just so many things to loot through. You know, I spend a lot of time just like looking here at all the different things that we can look at. Let's grab all this stuff, I guess, because there's just so much, and it's overwhelming, but kind of in a good way. We got a watering can, crosshead. I don't know if I have either of those, so we'll just grab them. Car oil bottle. Ooh. A bottle of car oil usually has car oil in it. You don't say. Ooh, and a garden hoe. Heavy staples. Okay, I think we've got all of this stuff. I'll grab the hacksaw, maybe? I don't know. You could spend literally 6 hours just like looting through everything in this game. But honestly, I mean, I feel like this game right now, the most fun you're going to get out of it is kind of as like a looting simulator, right? I like to just imagine this house is very put together. My goodness. All the houses that we've come across have been absolute pigsties, which makes me wonder, is there somebody living here? Don't want to risk that. You got a nice house and you got this for your TV. Change source. I don't want to watch that. So crazy. You can change the volume of the... Hold on a second. You can change the volume of the TV. Are you telling me that if I turn this back on... And that's crazy. I'll just turn it on a little bit so it's like background ambiance.
We interrupt this program.
That's crazy. I love that so much.
This is a transmission.
Ooh, compression bandage. We'll hang on to that. But yeah, this is essentially, I'm going to treat this kind of like, you know, a looting simulator a little bit. And I probably sound really like scrambled and like I'm all over the place. But, you know, like I said in the last episode, I do try and come up with somewhat of a game plan for these videos or these series. But I don't know. This one is just a little bit hard because not everything's fleshed out. And you kind of just, I kind of just want to soak in what it's like. But again, I like to imagine that this is like day 3 of the apocalypse, which it is. And we're just really finding what we can and just keeping everything on the road. All right. I've seen enough. I would like to find like a different kind of gun. Let's kill this walker over here. And I'm going to pull a map up real quick and see which direction I want to go. Come here, buddy. You are dead. Ooh, we got another one. I would like to see the AI of the zombies a little bit smarter. You know, I don't mind the fact that they're slow. I kind of like, honestly, that some run, some crawl, some are slow, some are fast. Like, the diversity of the zombies and the walkers is really cool. But I wish they had a little bit more pep in their step, if that makes sense. They seem to get... Okay, I say that. Okay. Like this guy wants some action. I can appreciate that. Or lady, whatever you are. Uh-oh. I want them to not get stuck on as much stuff, you know, be able to be a little bit more aggressive. Like the zombies in Mist kind of like scare me, right? But I don't know. I like the slow zombies. Looks like, speaking of Mist, we got another one rolling in, it looks like. But let's pull the map up real quick. We're probably all over the place right now. It looks like we are all the way here on the right side. Do we just want to like push all the way to the right? See what's down here. Looks like we got some businesses over here. I don't hate that idea, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. If we find another vehicle, I might just try and like get one started if they've got the keys in it. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to take most of this on foot. So if there's some random cuts here and there, it's just because I don't want to take you guys along for the full journey of me walking it all on the side of the road. But if anything cool happens, I'll let you know. All right, looks like we're pulling up in a parking lot. Pine Grove Assisted Living. Okay, well, there's probably not going to be any guns here, but I'm willing to pop my head in and take a look. And honestly, I think I'm going to stick with the axe. I mean, okay. Hello, buddy. The handguns don't really do a ton of damage. At least not as much as I thought they would. I know on the last one I missed a couple shots pretty badly. But I mean, the axe seems to be putting in work. And as far as I know, there's no like durability. Let me take a look real quick. On any of the weapons. Oh, maybe there is. Condition 84%. You can use it as a can opener. That seems a bit excessive, but got to do what you got to do. One of you had mentioned in the comments that you weren't a big fan of the fact that like your inventory is spread out like this, where it's like in a list view. And I have to agree with you because I'm a very, very, very much so a visual person. And so I like seeing what's on me. You can click on literally everything. And as far as I know, everything has a picture, which I think is cool. Some of them are like placeholders. Like obviously that's not a plaid shirt. But like for the most part, it is kind of overwhelming to not really know everything that you have on you at a glance. Like if I hit tab and pull up my inventory, like I want to be able to see kind of everything that I have, you know, because just seeing long lists like this kind of stresses me out a little bit because I can't really visualize what I have and what I don't have. Or like when we come across new things, I'm like, do I have that? You basically have to go and just see if you have it, you know, based on what the text says. And I think the max carrying weight is also a little bit too high maybe, which then gives us the ability to carry more than we need. Okay, it's terrifying and dark as hell in here. Where are the lights? Whew, thank you. Okay, maybe this side of the city just lives cleaner. All these houses have been very pristine. Let's search here. Jewelry, scrap, thread, puzzle cube. Nothing. I like this house though. Ooh, lots of compression bandages. We don't need to take all of them though. Ooh, 85 or 45 ACP round. I think that is our 1911. Flashlight, we've already got those. Lockpick. Always going to take the lockpicks for sure. Ooh, there we go. Well, we already have all of this. Never mind. We'll take the ammo, though. A box of 45 ACP rounds. Let me see real quick. Yeah, it is the 1911. Because the 38 is 38 special rounds, if you would ever guess that. Ooh, a relaxing drug, usually smoked. Okay, well, let's hang on to that. Was that in a carton? What's going on with that, actually? Hold on a second. We got a whole little carton bag of this stuff. Nice. Hell yeah. We'll take that and the ammo. Microwave search. Anything in the microwave? Nope. Nothing in the fridge. And then, again, I know this is so simple, but I love that you can check the clock. It reads 4:01 p.m. Love that. We've got enough batteries on us, though, that we should be good. Our phone should be good for a long time. Dog food. We're not quite there yet. Okay. Just some basic stuff. Anytime I see a door that's locked, though, it makes me wonder, like this one right here. Like, what's in there? Let's go ahead and just pick it real quick. Easy. I don't even have to move it. Love to see that. In the bathroom, maybe? Candle? Now, if the candle was lit when we walked in here, I'd probably be hightailing it out of here. Not gonna lie. Elastic bandage. I don't know. We've just got so many bandages. We're gonna be prepared if we get our ass whooped. It'd be really cool, too, if there were, like, other survivors that we could come across. I know that may be something that gets implemented down the road, but I don't know. So far, it's just us and the walkers. Cigarettes, we're not going to take those. We're not going to take any of that either. Okay. Well, there wasn't much in this house. I think, was there a... There's been like this very faint... Oh, this isn't a house. I forgot we're in assisted living. I don't really know what I'm expecting. Wait, they had a cannabis? They had pot in the assisted living place? What are you guys doing? No! 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 Wayne Love just hated to have to do that to one of his own, one of his kin. Oh, hate to see that. Rest in peace, brother. All right. You, on the other hand, though, don't know what you did in the past life, but you clearly were not a firewoman. Another debit card. Love to see that. I wonder if there's a debit card or an ATM machine in the assisted living place. Hopefully. What are you doing up there on the roof, sir or ma'am? The infected do have some hops. I'll give them that. JRL Homes. Mel Lewis. Realty Group. Standard lock. Let's pick it. Let's pick it. Come on, let me in there. There we go. Ooh. See, I make that comment about not really wanting to like make a house, you know, or have a home base, but then I come into a completely empty place like this and I just get really excited because I'm like, ooh, I would put my storage chest over here. I put a workbench over here in this corner, build like a fireplace or a fire cooking area over here, even though we've got a whole kitchen over here. I can envision it, and so then I get excited about it. But again, I don't know if you can do all that. We'll take a look at all the crafting at the end of this episode, though, I promise. But just like an empty blank slate room like this, I get so excited. I'm like in the process, well, not really like seriously, but in the process of like trying to find a home. Housing market's absolutely cooked, at least where I'm at. But, you know, I just get excited when I like see empty blank canvases like this because I'm like, let me apply my paintbrush and let me get creative with how this looks. But I guess while we're in this little empty house, let's take care of our little things off to our left. So we're extremely dirty. Let's just hop into this tub at the old folks' home and get clean. Let's wash ourselves. All right, we're at 52%. Man, that only took 10% off. I wonder if you have to like fill it all the way before you do it. Let's see. No, that just got rid of it. Okay, you just got to scrub it up dub a little bit more than most, and then we're thirsty, which I thought we just drank some a little bit earlier, but we should have some more water. There we go. Got some water. We got 16 ounces in it. Let's just drink all of it. Stay hydrated. How much water do you guys drink a day? I try to get at least a gallon in, which is very difficult, but I don't know. I just carry around like a 40-ounce tumbler of water. And I just try and drink 3 of them, which I know is not exactly a gallon, but don't know why I'm asking you guys that. Leave your leave your water habits, your water drinking habits down in the comments below. Do we want to check out this house, or is this kind of going to be a little bit of the same? Ooh, we got. Oh shit, man, you scared me. Ooh, you closed the gap. Quit. Wait, where did you even come from? I thought you were the one over there. Let's just take you out while you're here. Don't want you running up on me. These guys are, hey, damn, you had some reach. These zombies could have a little bit of a rework in terms of design. They're very, very basic. I love the eyes though. I don't want them to change the eyes at all. The eyes look really, really good. That kind of like glossy white. Because when it's dark out or like misty out and that's all you can see, it's absolutely terrifying. But I do think that they could have a little bit of a rework. Let's see what's in this house. We got a nice big couch here. I wonder, like, so I don't really want to. I'll turn it on and then we'll turn the controls down. But I wonder if, like, what else you can do with the TVs. Change source to disc player. Whoops. Change source to file. Change source to URL. Like, I don't know what that means. Change source to disc. Like, can we find movies and watch movies? Because that'd be absolutely insane if we could. I don't even know how that would work. But, like, you'd have to be very, very cozy in the apocalypse to, you know, just your concern is finding your DVD collection so you have movies to watch in the apocalypse. Like, I don't think we're ever going to get to that point, which is probably a good thing. But, okay, you know what? Wheelchair, all we can do is destroy it. Anything good in the junk pile? Nah, just a gym bag. Ooh, a gym bag, though, actually. Let's see. Where? All right, what are we at right now? Max weight 187. Oh, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about. We just went from 186 pounds to 262 pounds. Like, that's crazy. And we're not even like halfway with all of the stuff we've been grabbing. So yeah, I think let me go ahead and test out one of these vehicles real quick. I know I wanted to take a lot of this on foot, but that might take me a little bit too long. I want to try and find some like house buildings. Like I want to find like a school, or God forbid I find like a police station or like a firefighter. I would love to find that. I'd like to go back to the old stomping grounds because I'm sure that we left some pretty good equipment in our fire station. Is that what you call it? But I need a car. Ooh. Okay, so this one's cooked. That's fine. Let's try this little van over here. You know, I feel like a lot of these buildings are probably going to have a lot of the same loot, and so I want to stop into places that might have something different. Like that bait and shop, or the bait and archery shop, I think is what it was called. That's where we found the bow, which unfortunately I'll show you guys if you haven't watched any other episodes. It just doesn't look good, unfortunately. Which is, did that thing bounce back at me? Oh my god, it did. Did it? Wait, what? Dude, that thing is, I guess that's probably like a metal sign. But yeah, you don't really draw it. It just kind of looks a little cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I want to try and find some buildings that might have other stuff. Man, both of these vehicles had keys in them. The lights are on, but there's no sound from the engine. I should probably start checking the hood first, but yeah, this stuff is washed. Okay, no problem. What time is it? 6 p.m. It's going to be dark here pretty soon, but we ain't afraid of the dark. We're going to keep it pushing. Like this guy over here in the hazmat suit. Oh, that looks so creepy. in like the best way. Come here, buddy. You're dead, and so are you. Nice. So strength 38. That was just go ahead and kill you, I guess. That was one of the precursor buffs that we did take, was our strength, and I kind of regret that. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if somebody like watches these videos and you decide you want to play for yourself, first of all, absolutely do. Second of all, I would do lockpicking for sure. I know I mentioned it in the last video or two, but there's some like crates. Dude, is that another zombie? I'm going to zoom in really far so you guys can see that. They love getting on top of the roofs. I don't know what it is with the roofs, but they absolutely love being up there. We've got a gas station over here. I'll pop in there real quick. What is this? That's where we just came from. Okay. Man, I can't even see on the road, dude. Barely saw you. Oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of thought. I literally just paused and hit the menu, the pause menu, because I was like, what was I just talking about? I couldn't think of it, and then I had to stop to think, and I lost it completely. If I remember, if I find it in my editing, I'll put it as the pinned comment. Or maybe it'll come to me in like 5 minutes, because that's usually how these kind of things go. But let's pop into the gas station real quick. Any chances that this car is got enough juice in it? And when I say juice, I mean like Green Valley Market. I mean like everything. I'm not talking about gas. I'm talking about all this stuff. It looks like everything has enough juice to start. We can hotwire it if it doesn't have the keys, but very unlikely that that actually works. But let's pop in here real quick. And there's no key in the ignition. Great. I forgot to check the glove box of the other vehicles, but that's all right. We might have to shack it up here in the little market because it's getting dark. I can barely see anything. My flashlight, not really doing much. I'm stressed out, apparently. I just now noticed that. I wonder why. Probably because we've been killing so many walkers. Oh, wait. Was I talking about this? Here we go. Hold on, folks. Bring it back. Was I talking about, like, the buffs? I think I was. We came across a lot of, like, crates and stuff that required stuff like this where it says you need lockpicking 25. There were some, like, military weapon crates that required a level 75. Which I think, and probably if I had to guess, is where all the like the better weapons are. If we want like ARs and stuff like that. I can't see dick, dude. I need to get inside. I might have to just risk it and break down these. Never mind, it's open. Oh my god, can we'll find that out tomorrow. I don't want to do that at night. If I can ride that thing, this will officially be the best zombie game I've ever played. But there's some military crates that probably have all the good weapons, but you need lockpicking like 75. And as you guys can see, even though I've been unlocking tons of things, my lockpicking is only at like a 4. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some shut-eye, even though it's 7 p.m. Because I'm stressed out. It's starting to get really dark out, and I just don't think we're in a good spot to be. So I'm actually going to go into the bathroom where the light is mysteriously on already. We're going to sleep in here. We're going to lock this door and shack up for the night. Let the walkers pass. Let day come to light. And then we're going to get back at it and get on the road tomorrow morning. I think we're going to try and find a vehicle too. But I want to just keep pushing west. Or I'm sorry, east. We're almost at the edge of the map here, which I think is what I want to do. So I want to see what other kind of buildings are over here before we start working our way back and then start going the other direction. But I'm going to go ahead and get some shut-eye. I'll check back in with you guys first thing in the morning. All right, just kidding. I'm an idiot, and I realize that I can't sleep because I don't have access to a bed. So we're going to quickly dart across the street here while it's so quiet and it's so scary. Ooh, got a walker up ahead. Let's go ahead and take you out. Oh, just can barely see you, but the whites of your eyes. Anything good? Nothing. Okay, let's get inside. I pray. I'm gonna pick the lock too. I don't know why I thought I could just sleep on the floor of that gas station. That would have been ideal. Broke a lockpick. Come on. Just let me in here, please. We're stressed out. I'm not really sure why, but we're in. Let's go ahead and get this open or closed. I hear footsteps. Are you outside? Ooh, okay. I think you're outside. All right. Let's just get in here and get the door shut. Get it locked. All right. We got a bed. We're going to ignore the zombie snarling outside of our window. We're going to get some sleep. Check back in with you guys in just a second. All right. Wakey, wakey. And man, look at the weather. It's not even 6:30 in the morning. Ooh, I love that. Ooh. Look at the rain falling against the window. That is so immersive. I love this. This just makes me feel so cozy. I don't know why. Can you imagine, though? I mean, just waking up another day in the apocalypse. The thunder's rolling outside. You barely want to get out of bed because you barely want to be alive. And you just look out the window and this is the first thing you see. A dead body just outside your window and a living dead one just in front of you. Next to a playset too. That's sad. What a surreal moment. Okay, did you hear me talking shit? There's no... There's a window here. There's no way you just heard me talking. Ooh, I hope I didn't leave a door open downstairs. Ooh, boy. I don't want you coming in here at all. Nope. You can break the window, though. Oh, I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Well, it's a good thing we weren't planning on staying in this house longer than just the night. Let's see if let's raid the cabinets real quick. But yeah, if we were like staying here and like the weather was like this outside, we just light some candles real quick. Like, it'd just be so cozy. It's such a cozy way to live in the zombie apocalypse. With all of our windows boarded up. I'm excited to see what this looks like though, in terms of like the weather patterns. Ooh, insulin. Oh, let's go ahead and grab that and a syringe. Ooh, croissant. Absolutely. Absolutely. Croissants are undisputedly the greatest of bakery items. Argue with no one in the comments unless you guys want to argue with yourselves. Don't argue with me though. Okay, I kind of like the rain. The weather, the rain weather pattern looks really good. Ruben Jean. Why'd you have two IDs? That's sketchy. Rich Ortiz and or Ruben Jean Baptiste. Living two different lives here. Paintbrush, handheld radio. Okay, back to the gas station. Anything in the mailbox? Newspaper. Could have probably told you that. Chilly, pleasant, 7 in the morning. I can't tell if I'm hearing. So I could have sworn I did. You just fell down. All right, come here. Come here. Come to Papa. I love the axe, dude. The axe just puts in so much work. We'll come check this vehicle out in a second. I don't want to get dumped on. I don't know if getting wet or getting consistently rained on is bad for us. I don't know why I'm trying to come in through here. We had a door unlocked. All right. Man, where did all these walkers come from? You're dead. Rest in peace. Xavier Walker. Walking around with some gin. All right. Let's get out of the rain. Let's dry off a little bit. Where's the light switch? Ooh. Power might be out in here. Let's see. What is it? A printer? Oh, I guess I just put that in my back pocket. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Why is the light switch not coming on? Where's the generator at? Oh, ooh, that's a really cool thing. Can like weather like this, like lightning, turn the power out? Or cause it to shut down? Because I know for a fact when we were just in here last night, like we were using light switches and stuff. They definitely worked. Ooh, I love that. If that's an actual feature, that's really cool. Wood pile. Oh yeah, that thing. Hold on. I want to test out the oh, she knows we're in here. I wonder if they lose interest. I want to see. Oh, get that door shut. What in the world? And lock. Where is... There we go. No, okay, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm all over the place. It'd be really cool if the weather patterns like this could like shut off your generator and stuff. Make you have to like restart it or whatnot. That's where we were going to sleep, or maybe it was this one. There's really not a lot in these markets, like no food. I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me that these would be like some of the first places to get wiped out in the zombie apocalypse, but I mean, they didn't leave a crumb. There's just nothing in here. I love that. I think I mentioned it in my last video, but that sound just makes me think of like tornadoes and having to go down to the basement. What is going on with you? Hold on. We got to figure this out. I got to figure out what's going on with you. What happened to you, ma'am and or sir? How did you get down there? Oh, see ya. Oh, look at the off to the left. Soaked. I want to ride this thing. Coin machine. Oh. Come on. Let's just pretend we're going to ride it. Yeah, there we go. Wayne Love, baby. Can I crouch? Nope. I can't zoom out anymore. Well, I'd like to imagine that amidst all the seriousness and chaos of living in a zombie apocalypse, we find some time to enjoy the little things like that. I don't even think we would fit in that. Oh, you weren't dead. I definitely thought you were dead. Come here. Now you are. Okay, we're soaked. I don't really know what that means for us, but we're also hungry and thirsty. So let's go ahead and just get inside, dry off a little bit. Let me see if there's something that we can do about our clothes. Like, I'm sure we could probably just put a different pair of, like, clothes. Ooh, hazmat. What if we put that on? Hold on. How do we do that? Where? So we're still soaked, obviously, but let's go outside real quick and see our little white JanSport backpack. Let's go outside and see if that actually, like, makes us any more soaked or if it doesn't do anything. 78. If it goes down, that's a pretty good sign that our clothes obviously work. Well, it did. Nice. Okay, well, at least that's pretty accurate and realistic. What else did I want to do? I wanted to get some food. We need to take care of that. You know what? Let's just go ahead and eat that croissant. We need to eat it before it gets moldy. It's very fresh. It's lukewarm. It's only going to satiate about 2% of our hunger, though, but that's all right. Let's eat that real quick. Maybe a little bit of post-breakfast dessert, mayhaps. And then let's also eat the cheesy corn chips. My guess is that we've probably been running around a lot. We've probably been sweating, so all of the carbs and all of the sodium that we can get in our bodies probably for the best. And we need some water, too. Can I read this Jugs magazine? I just kind of was just hanging on to that, I guess. Chicken broth, water bottle, water bottle. We actually might need to go fill that up. We're running a little bit low. How much does our canteen hold? 33.3 ounces. Let's just drink the rest of that and we'll go fill it up. Dirty, huh? Oh man, we got slightly poisoned. Wait, what? Stress, thirsty, so we just went from basically 0 to 100 really quick. All right, hold on. We can take care of a lot of this stuff in this bathroom. Close that, lock it. Can we wash ourselves? Yes. First things first, get clean. I don't know why I'm stressed out. We got like 10 hours of sleep last night. Maybe we're anxious because we slept too much. I don't know how we're slightly poisoned. That's going to go away, but whoops, but we are hungry. Still. So let's just eat some tomatoes. Just keep eating them. Eat until they're gone. This needs to be unsealed to be eaten. You bite the can in vain, hurting your teeth. Okay. Well, we have things to open it, so we just did. All right. So we ate the food after opening the can. How about more canned tomatoes? Open, then eat. How about some beef patties? Would be better if cooked. I don't want to risk it. So with the basmati rice. Damn, we have a lot of whiskey. We got a lot of alcohol. And that's about it. Maybe I should have been taking more food. I thought we had way more than we do. Can't drink baby oil and dooley. Is that how you say that? Let's just eat that. All right, stomachache. Why? Because I ate too much? And I'm very stressed, very anxious. It's probably because I'm soaked, wearing a hazmat, stuck in a bathroom of an old shopping mart while it's pouring down rain in the zombie apocalypse. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to be big, brave boys. And Wayne Love is going to venture out here because we got more exploring to do. I want to hop in here real quick, see if there's anything in this car. Did we decide it was the other one? Did the other one have the key in the ignition? I don't remember. I said I'd go check it out and then we never did. Okay. Gosh, I keep doing that. Oh my goodness, those are some bright headlights. I don't hate the third person mode. I'm usually more of a fan of like first person because they're more like immersive for me, but I don't hate it. Can I jump over here? I can. Very nice. I see you over there. Slightly exerted. Okay, we've been sprinting around too much. Oh, that's just disgusting. That is unbelievable. You guys have no shame. Zero shame. Ooh, is this gonna set the alarm off? Why does a car have a lockpick like this? Wait, what? That's crazy. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever, but now I'm intrigued. There we go. Why does that car have a... Come on. There we go. No idea what it looks like on the under the hood. But we got it up and running. Get off my car, baby. We got some exploring to do. Excuse me. Where do we want to go? There's like two main roads too. I don't want to miss anything. And it's kind of hard to see when it's like this foggy and stuff. Well, let's just keep going this way, I guess. We got some buildings over there that look kind of like house-y. I don't know what's down that way. I'm just basically waiting for something that pops up that doesn't look like a big house. Hold on. Ooh, like something, looks like there's something big over there. I'm going to go down here really quick and see what this is. Okay, just another big house. This one's kind of out in the open too. But it's got some, ooh, they've got some, I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, they got a kayak too. That's why, like, when I came across that last house at the end of the last episode, I got excited in the moment because it looked cool, but I'm like, there's a lot of walkers around here though. Just knowing though, like what we've come across so far, I'm like, surely there's gonna be something better. And sure enough, like that house is way cooler, but I'm making out a silhouette of something big over here. Ooh, we got a little power station right there. That wouldn't be a bad spot to live either. You could really make a home. What is this building? Out of anything. Ooh, is this a school? This looks like a little mini campus. Surely, get off. Saranac Central School. Surely we can't just come in here, right? Oh, that's going to be annoying. Get off of my vehicle. All right. Dude, I love how they just bounce off your car. Dude, all of them running out of the mist. Look, I can do this all day, guys. You are wasting your damn time. All right. Like I said, surely we're not going to be able to just pop in here, but I'm going to try. I don't like leaving the car running. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I don't like leaving it out here. Let's just take the key. Pick lock. Okay, so like this is what I'm talking about. Pick lock, very tough lock. Lock picking 75 to pick this. I don't know what we're at. We're not even close to that. And I'm sure that they're all like that. But knowing that we can break glass, I'm sure there's a way we can finagle our way in here. Like come down up here. Hold on. I'm going to climb up here. Break that. Ooh. Don't mind getting some broken glass in the eye. Clear that glass. Let me in. Let me in. Oh, let me in. Oh, come on. Let me in here. Ooh, wait a minute. Big brain gamer. I'm going to try and sit in this chair. Come on. Let me sit. Let me sit. Let me sit. Yes. Oh, my goodness. We did it. Get up. Get up or destroy. I don't care. Ooh. I'm sure that's not a big brain gamer move. I'm sure everybody does that to get in here. But we're officially in the school. And so now, this is what I was talking about. This is kind of the building that I wanted to explore and look through. Thank God the power works. Looks like we're in a little bit of a science lab, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Nothing. I'm glad I used a lockpick for that. Mousepad, desktop PC. A whole desktop. Like, I don't know. I wonder what all we could do with that if we have it. Oh, no, we're in a music room. Ooh. I thought I just saw something. I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that. Nobody's outside the door. Can we play instruments? Oh, man. Trumpet, grab an... Ooh, grab an equip? Oh, I kind of wanted to play it. We can use it as a weapon, though. You bet your sweet ass we're going to do that. Symbol. Bricks by bricks. Magazine, crafting. Ooh, read that. Banana and a swirl bar. What is a swirl bar? Let's eat it. And we're going to eat the banana as well. I don't know why that increased our stress. Damp. If you guys know how to get rid of stress, let me know. Because I don't want to be perpetually stressed out when I play this game. As Wayne Love, not as me, of course. And we're still thirsty, man. I also said I was going to fill up the... just drink some soda, I guess. I said I was going to fill up the canteen. Just completely forgot to do that. This game does make me kind of get scatterbrained a little bit more than I usually already am. Stimulated. Okay, that's fine. We can be a little stimmy. We can be a little bit stimulated. All right, I'm going to keep it pressing. I need to go find a bathroom so I can fill up some water. And I kind of want to kill this infected wherever it's at. This is a big school, though. I guess he's probably in here. Yeah, so they kind of just... They kind of start swinging on things, and I don't really know why. Like, he's not even hitting anything. Let's get the flashlight on. Sports equipment locker. We'll take a look at that in a second. Okay. So this was locked, but we can just come in through here. All right, come here, lady. I want to make sure I can use this as a weapon. Get tromboned or trumpeted. Okay, it's not a very good weapon. Let's go back to the axe. You had 2 identification cards as well, you weirdo. Explain yourself immediately. I don't like the sound of them just hitting stuff does get a little bit old, especially if they're not somewhere where you can immediately take care of it. Like, where are you even at? Are you above me? I just don't want to listen to it anymore. All right, well, we can't even unlock that door. That's probably where they're at. Fire alarm. Definitely not doing that. We got some scratches, too. We're sore, we're stressed, we're thirsty. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to get rid of the stress stuff. Okay. Quick loot through here. I just don't want to listen to that anymore, honestly. Anything? Microwave? Nope. Rotten chicken. Milk carton. Cream cheese. And a bratwurst. We're going to be eating like kings tonight. Ooh, and then we can go inside the deep freezer, too. Does that make us like cold? It does. I was just wondering about that. That's so cool. I wonder if this works. Like, could you, if you were to like live in the school, could you put food in here and like preserve it and make it last longer? I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. We'll keep that closed in case I decide I want to come back here, but I don't know. That's really cool. Okay. Where to next? What is, why that sound? Oh shit. Okay. What's up, Beardy? You're dead. Hold on a second. Can we just shoot some hoops? Can we just chill out for a second? Let's go ahead and drink some beer while we're at it. I really grab. Can I shoot it though? I want to shoot some hoops. I need to, maybe that would make me less stressed. Wait a minute. I wanted to look at this real quick. Sorry, again, bouncing all over the place. I'm well aware, but I wonder if doing exercises can decrease our stress. Okay, so right now we're at 71%. My exercise of choice is push-ups. Yeah, let's do some push-ups. Maybe put our axe away and do push-ups. Oh, okay. We just glitched a little bit. What is going on? Why is my exertion going up crazily? I'm assuming that we just did the push-ups. I'm gonna wait for that to go back down to 0. Okay, it's at 0. I don't know what's going on. How about we do some jumping jacks? Oh, we actually do them. Wait, what? We could still move around, so I was like, what's going on? Do we just stop, or how do we stop? Are we just gonna do jumping jacks forever? Interesting. Okay, well that that didn't help our stress levels. I want to pull up the basketball real quick though. Where did that go? We just type it in? No. Okay, I typed in basketball and it didn't. Whatever. Hold it. Okay. Bruh. Oh, good lord. Well, Wayne Love definitely didn't make the team when he was a kid. We are wearing a hazmat suit. We got about 170 pounds worth of gear and scavenged materials on us. So maybe that's why. Let's try this again. To be fair, why do I hold the basketball like that? Let's also not shoot from the perimeter here. Let's just go ahead and get as close as we can. Oh boy, Wayne, that is something special. I tell you what, I don't know why. Come on, grab and equip. Maybe arch it up a little bit more. Wayne Love, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Michael Jordan didn't make his first team either. At least I think that's how the story goes. Let's just get one more in here for good measure. Just to make sure we got it. Yeah, we got it. Let's go ahead and hang on to that because you never know when we might need it. Might need to show these zombies up. Hello. Oh my god. Oh shit. Hello. Oh my god. Oh my god. How many are there? Why were you guys all over here? There was another one. Rest in peace. You are dead. You are dead. Close that door. I didn't know where that door was going to open up to, but I did not think it was going to be outside. But we got another debit card. What's this team's mascot? Home of the Evergreens. Okay, not bad. Is that like the Stanford? Was it like Stanford trees? All right, I don't know where this other zombie is. It's like it's inside the vending machine. It's probably downstairs, but I'm not gonna mess with it. What other kind of rooms we got? Pretty small classrooms. Pussycat Magazine. What is that? Okay, I should have known. Be the perfect owner. Applies a temporary XP boost for 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to take it. We're not going to grab it, though. Or I guess we don't really have a choice. Can we just drag it? Yes, we can. Nice. There's a lot of lockers here. I don't know if any of them have anything good. Like these ones that are... I'm going to go to the sports locker that I passed earlier, but I don't know if these are going to have anything good or not. I don't really want to waste any lockpicks on them because they're probably going to be basic stuff. I don't really know how much a high schooler is going to have. Apple. Just go ahead and eat that, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about the stress level thing. I really don't. I wonder if it's just... Oh. So you guys can't come in, though. You guys can break all the glass you want to, but you can't come in here. Where were the sports lockers? Over here. I don't know what to do with the stress, honestly. That'll be the last I talk about it, I promise. But it's just kind of concerning because I feel like it's going to max out and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it, you know? Baseball cap. Take that, I guess. And pick some more locks. Also, I don't know how much editing I'm going to do on this video. For these videos, like, I don't really... Ooh, hazelnuts. Soccer ball. I don't want that. Baseball bat. We've already got one. Hockey helmet. A local team's hockey helmet. What's the difference between a hockey mask and a hockey helmet? Hold on a second. Are you telling me that we can look like Jason? That's not a hockey helmet. That's a dish rag. Let's wear it, though. And a mask. Hockey mask. Also a dish rag. Okay. Well, breaking down. What does that mean? Wait, I know exactly what I need to do. I literally just took like 2 seconds. I have cannabis. And if that doesn't work, then I have antidepressants. And if that doesn't work, I have painkillers. And then if that doesn't work, I've got a syringe that I can put burn cream with charcoal tabs. I can get real creative here. But let's go with Mother Nature's remedy first. Got it under food. Okay, a relaxing drug usually smoked. We're at 81%. We are breaking down, but not until... but not before... Smoke a little bit of ganj. You smoke the cannabis. Where are we at? Oh, we're stoned. We're still a little bit stressed out. Oh, we're 28% stoned and 61% stressed. Okay. I want to see if that starts going down, though. What else can we do? Maybe we'll take some... you definitely should not do any of this in real life, but it's all I can think of to help kind of... Okay, use to reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. Let's just take a pill. You take the antidepressants. Oh, we're definitely high. Antidepressed. Stressed is still 61%, but it's going down. Okay. Interesting. So here's the thing. I'm running out of time for this episode. This is a gigantic school. We've not even looked through a small percentage of it. I would say not even a quarter of it yet, obviously. And I've kind of just been running around aimlessly taking stuff in. But I'm out of time for this episode. So what I'm going to do is what I promised I was going to do, which is take a look at the crafting. So it looks like we can craft things from scratch. We can build a house. We can make doors, gates. Let's see here. What else? Walls, fences. And there's different tiers of like fortified materials. So like wood scrap would be the first one. Fortified wood, limestone brick. But to do all that, I'm assuming we'd have to make this first, the utility cabinet. Which again, if you've played Rust, or I'm blanking on the name of the other game that came out within the past year or so. Very similar to Rust, though. You need a utility cabinet at the center of your base that allows you to craft, basically. And you have to keep up with it and put materials in it to further prolong the longevity of your base, if that makes sense. If things fall out of your utility cabinet or you run out of items, you won't be able to keep your base up and it'll start decaying. If that's how that works, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, the structure will decay. And then it looks like for, let's see, furniture, we got a lot of stuff that we can make. I'm assuming the mattress is how you'd be able to sleep. Candle, and ignore the people hitting walls behind me. And then we can make some workbenches, which I think I'm going to, in the next episode, I might make this just to see. We just need a little bit more wood scrap, and we know how to get that. And see what all we can craft on a standard workbench. I should have taken more of a look at some of the workbenches that we've already come across. So if I remember where some of those are at, maybe I'll take a look at those. But we can make some pretty hefty workbenches. We need some more materials, though, obviously, and it's going to cost more for our utility cabinet to keep up. Let's see, storage. We got some small crates. Okay, so that's nice. So we can use that to like store our stuff in. I don't really know how much all the stuff holds. It probably tells you, though. But yeah, it looks like there's a decent amount of stuff that we can craft. Like I said, when it comes to building a base, though, you know, I envision myself picking a building that's already like pre-existing, an asset that's already pre-existing, like a house. fire station. Honestly, what I should do, full circle, if I find a fire station, I'll probably just make that my home base because it's familiar to us. It's familiar to Wayne Love. He'd know what to do with it and get the most use out of that facility. So I think that's what we might do if we decide that we want to make a home base. But other than that, I do kind of want to just keep exploring. And when we kick off episode 4, we will take a look at the rest of the school and kind of go from there. But as always, if there's something specific you guys want to see me do, definitely let me know down in the comments. Because as of right now, I'm kind of just going to be a nomad, as somebody in my comments said the other day, and just run around trying to scavenge and try to see what's on this map. But like I said, I'm down to do something specific if you guys want to see that. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you don't miss any more Vane videos down the road or other survival games. But that is going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. But until then, just survive.